Augustine. It is our pride to have this celebration of life of General Domingo Tucay here. I have a brief encounter with General Tucay. Was commanded by Conchita, that I had a blessing. I was just due here at St. Augustine. I was just trying to feel the water here, and I had a blessing, and I met with General Tucay, and for the first time, I had that story. For the first time story of his experience of the death march of Bataan. I had a person who is my friend, the family is my friend. He celebrated his birthday at St. Anne and also was in the death march of Bataan. So, for the sake of General Tucay, I reviewed again this story a bit more because, the page of history sometimes, there are embellishments, but General Tucay told me the first hand. In fact, he was fearful of that experience. That means that he's still alive in his being, that you can never forget those moments of pain and suffering, that it was an atrocity that even General Homa Asamaru was convicted in 1946 because of the atrocity in the Bataan death march. And that's 1946, that's 2000, or the 21st century. Today you have the international court like the one happened in Bosnia, that you are being convicted with atrocity. But let me come back to General Tucay. He was relating to me not with his words, but with his body. What you call the non-verbal communication. That really, the pain that he suffered was a classic representation of those who died and those who are still living, those who survived. Remember, there were 70,000 of them, 12,000 Americans, and about 63,000 Filipinos. And of course, he was able to escape. Because if he was not able to escape, then he will die in Camp O'Donnell. Remember, coming from Corregidor, they would go to San Fernando, and they would put in a boxcar, going to Camp O'Donnell, to Capas, and from Capas it's another 10 kilometers to Camp O'Donnell. Yeah, let's not, don't be concerned about the geography, because even I might not be perfect in my geography, but it means that our body never forgets the pain, especially those pain that's traumatic, and those pains that represents your brothers and your sisters. Because sometimes pain is not experienced individually but as a community, even joy. So the representation of a joyful liberation is not only individual but communal. And that's what the Mass is for today. That today Jesus is saying, give me back the pain that you have, General Tucay. And like me, I suffered in the cross. I had a traumatic death on the cross, but I claim you because you belong to me, you belong to God. That is the message of the Eucharistic celebration this morning, my dear friends. Because if you read the Confession of St. Augustine, the Confession of St. Augustine is his biography. If you read it, there is a part of it which says that it is really a deep mystery in man, that he has the force and interest in life and the body wherein it's going to die. There's some kind of a contradiction. You have the power to live, the power to be the best, or the power to be who you are and what you are to power to become. But yet, St. Augustine, it's in the body that's subject to die. But where is the recovery of that life? The only recovery of that life is Jesus, who told us in the gospel today, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. So, the summation of the life of General Tucay is now. Because I have mentioned it last evening during the Rosary, that no matter what we do, our body is going to disintegrate and deteriorate. And you can read it in yourself. How many of you are taking now medicine? I was telling Father Rene during our breakfast, my classmate, priests of them, 24 of them, they were so happy. They went to a retreat in Bataan from Bicol. He said, we rented a bus. And I said, what did you do? We had a retreat, we have dinner together as a community, but there's only one problem. Our trip from Bataan to from Bicol to Bataan and from Bataan to Bicol, if there was always that problem that every hour the bus has to stop because we have to make a pee because of the medicine we are taking. And because you are all old already, you know. You are old like me. You know, I'm like you. I said, I'm only 36 years old. He said, are you really 36-year-old then? No, I'm only joking. But there's one problem, which indicates to me, I'm not laughing at it because I myself, I'm taking a lot of medicine. Not a lot of medicine, but those basic things that we are trying to survive. As St. Augustine, we are trying to survive, but in the end, we are going to die. Because the only line that we need to observe in life, and there is, you cannot get out of that principle, is you live, you love, you die. Is there any other way? There's no other way. But yet, how meaningful was it? How meaningful is your life? Are you still enjoying your life? What kind of life are you having? Are you being stressed out? Are you still enjoying your life? Do you think that being a parent will give you meaning? Do you think being a priest give you meaning? Being a grandparent, did it give you meaning? Your job? Are you having your job just to have money, just to earn money? Or is your job meaningful? Or being retired or retarded? I'm almost there. When I was in the parlor having a haircut, I was in Manila last week and asked me, sir, may I know if you don't mind, how old are you? I said, I'm almost in the pre-departure area. I said, are you sure you're already retired or retired? No, I'm not. I'm almost there. You know. So these are indications. Age is not only a dynamics of change of our life, a dynamic of the change in time and environment, but also one thing that we ask: is your life meaningful? I'm sure that for General Tucay it was meaningful. I could sense it. I could listen to him for 24 hours, telling his story. Why? Why was I attracted to him? It is because he was telling me, as I've said, not with words, but the body. He was tearful. He expresses more the intensity of it in the nonverbal communication. I'm very particular at nonverbal communication because I studied pastoral counseling. And I was watching him, listening to him. I could see that intensity of life in him. So, but he reached the age of